Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Queens Talking Reality, and I am Elisa.
Back,
And
back,
yes,
we're back.
finally, right? We've been gone for a minute, but
Yes,
we can pick right back up like we ain't never left.
yes, we have busy lives, but we're back because it's getting juicy.
Yes.
So we're back. So season 10, Housewives of Potomac recap. Okay, it's been a while, so let's just recap on everybody and let's talk the tea. One, Wendy and the allegations. We haven't discussed. How do you feel about the allegations?
I believe it. I know they say innocent until proven guilty, but I honestly believe it. And with this is, I know it's a lot of evidence. We got to wait to hear from her, but I believe it. I listen. I'll eat crow or however the saying goes if I am wrong, but I definitely believe that she was down with the flim flammy.
I honestly was very shocked because remember I texted you and I was like, oh, maybe this is like just lies and stuff. But I believe it too. I believe it. And I'm just shocked that Wendy missed 4 degrees and Eddie as being an attorney. And then now when I'm watching the show, I'm like looking at everything like,
Okay.
oh, are those bags that she returned? Like watching her now this season, I'm questioning everything. Even the way she's dressing, she looks fabulous this season. I mean, best dressed. But everything she's doing, I'm questioning, like, okay, thief. Like I'm thinking like, like scammer. Like I'm not feeling the same way I felt about. I never really liked Wendy, but now it's like every time watching the scene, I'm just looking at everything, even the background of her house.
And now that they got it remodeled, they got it redone, they got a new fabulous kitchen. Is it a new house or they just remodeled it, right?
Yeah, and we modeled a lot of the parts, the places in her house. But I'm like, where did they get the money? Because again, allegedly she had all these credit cards, and they're saying she doesn't have any money really. So just like seeing all these changes, I'm just like, okay, what the heck is going on?
And
But
then they got like a million different names. What's the husband's name? Eddie Hennessy, Eddie, like whatever. Like he got like a million different names. Like to me, I just feel like I said, this I'm not the judge and I'm not the jury, so I can make my own judgment call. And my judgment call is that they are guilty. And I feel like they tried to keep so hard to keep up with the Joneses, like a lot of these housewives do, and they get caught up. I don't know why she thought she can get away with it being on the housewives when they all get like, usually they all, get looked at with a magnifying glass more so than you or I would. Like they look at them. Like, so I don't know why she would think she seems so much smarter than that. But I think once you in the limelight and you trying to keep up with the Chanel, she got surgeries. Like he probably got, all kind of business loans out. Like I just feel like they got in over their heads.
and they black. Do not follow the Doreets and not starting talking about our house was Rob and Kyle. Do not follow the Beverly Hills Wives. They have connections. They probably have connections with the police. Who knows? You are a black woman on a black show. They're gonna come after you and hit you hard. I think they're gonna set her as an example, and she's going to jail, or something's gonna happen to her. At this point, I don't like Wendy, but I was shocked that she did this. And you have kids, and I'm surprised. And then she made it seem like Eddie's business doing so well, the weed business. I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either. And I think they probably in over their head. They probably took out a loan. They probably not getting the money to, pay off the loan. Something went wrong where they felt like they had to compensate by, lying and stealing.
Exactly. And I'll go back on. So how do you feel about winning this season?
I don't know. I feel like she's okay. Like when it comes to like Kiana, like I feel like Kiana is like not Kiana. Who got the new girl, the new chick,
Who, Angel?
Angel. Like to me, I feel like Angel's beef with Wendy is unwarranted. So I am on Wendy's side in this instance. But before this, I don't know, just like little things about like she did with the other housewife that happened to be African too, and the way that she treated her. I didn't feel her ever since then because I felt like she was lying. I felt like they did that lady wrong. Like I just did not like her from that little interaction. Like I didn't like,
Tia?
huh?
What did she do? What did she do to
No.
you?
I'm talking about the other lady that didn't make it on and she had a baby and she was trying to have a baby and she was African.
Oh, yes. I forgot her name. She was there last season.
Yeah, I didn't like the way she treated her and how her and Eddie lied about knowing them. I just watched the interview with the new, what's her name? The new one? Angel. Yes, I watched the episode with Angel when she was on Angela Yee's show, and she was saying that she did know Wendy before the show, and that when she got on the show, Wendy pretended again like that she doesn't know her, and that like she said they was on the phone talking about like I think Housewives, and I think when her mother died, and then when I know she was consoling her about something she said.
Right.
And they had spoke, but now here Wendy tell us she doesn't know her. They never met before, and I tend to believe Angel in this instance. But Angel's beef with Wendy was unwarranted. But I'm still, I don't really feel Wendy like that. I don't know. I don't like her.
It was Nneka. And Nneka has a storyline now because she got pregnant. You remember it was like a whole journey, a pregnancy journey. To be honest, I kind of liked Nneka and I didn't, I wanted to see the pregnancy journey. I saw on Instagram that she was pregnant. I was like, oh, she was on the show. That would have been a good storyline because there's a lot of women struggling with pregnancy. So I think that would have been a good storyline, but she's no longer there. Maybe they'll bring her back. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Wendy, but I do like, well, because of what I know, but I think she did well this season because I like how she's staying up for Stacey. I like how she's handling the situation with Kiana. I like how she's not backing down to Angel. I'm doing a little bit too much with Giselle. I know they're not real friends in real life, but she comes off a little bit like, oh, Giselle's finding my friend now. And laughing at Giselle's jokes extra. It's just like right now, to me, she's kissing ass when it comes to Giselle.
I think a lot of them do that. Like I think Giselle is that one that everyone comes in and they want to be close to her. Monique did it. They all was trying to like get on Giselle's good side because I guess Giselle is the cool girl on the block. You want to sit at her table. Yeah. So I get it. And I think that's where it stems from. Like they all want to be her friend when they come on the show.
I think they come on the show not only for that. Maybe they feel like if I'm friends with Giselle, I could solidify my position on the show.
Yeah.
But Wendy, I was really a fan of Wendy when she told Giselle off, because she was like the first person who really went in with Giselle, and of course with Monique with the binder. But now I just feel like they're kissing ass. We know why Monique. Oh, we have to talk about Monique. We know why Monique is kissing ass because she wants to go to the show to promote her business, to promote her book. But I feel like Wendy's energy with Giselle, I know they had to sit down and they made up and all that stuff, but I think it's a little bit, to me, she's doing a little too much. To me, the way she was talking about Giselle, she didn't like Giselle has changed. So yeah, and again, when they had to sit down, I didn't really see Giselle being apologetic. I didn't see it. It was more Wendy kind of like apologizing. So I feel like more, looking back on those episodes, Wendy was right for telling Giselle about herself. But I just feel like Wendy is really kissing ass to Giselle.
Yeah, I think so too. They all do. Like, I'm not surprised. And I guess if you want, listen, I'm all about trying. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm gonna tap kiss the little ass. And I think that's what she's doing. She's tap kissing the little ass. Sucking ass, I don't do, but I will tap kiss the little ass just to solidify and substantiate myself and get my footing. So I'm guessing like a lot of them are doing that to stay on the show. Like Giselle is that HBIC, like that head bitch in charge. Like at the end of the day.
And she's showing it this season for characters. Stop. This season, Giselle really made that hat of HBCA. She whatever you call it. Head whatever in charge. I think she's wearing that hat because she's putting the girls in their places. She's putting Angel in her places and she's leading. And I think Carol would probably be like, all right, 7 straight.
I think she's being a little mean to Angel though. I don't really feel the way she.
Yeah. At this point, it's a little bit of bullying to me.
It is. It is. And Angel's she's not good for the show. Let's get on to Angel. Angel needs to go.
Wrap it up. So I don't like Angel. Okay. The reason why she comes off fake to me, there's something, like when you watch someone, he's like, is this really her? I also feel like she's acting like her marriage is better than what it is. That her husband, I mean, I don't know. Again, he's a male around all these women. He doesn't seem very approachable. Even
Yeah.
the connection, he looks like he doesn't really want to do it. I don't know. There's something about him. And although I don't know, I'm blurry, but although Monique is, I think, out of line to kind of comparing Angel's marriage situation to hers, I kind of think Monique may be right. There's something that I feel Angel is not really letting us see about her marriage, but I don't think it's as great as she's pretending it to be. Just like they all do, and then later on, yeah, they got a divorce. But
Yeah.
Angel, she kind of gives me that impression of those girls that thought they were all of that. And coming in here, she thought I'm gonna be the head beat, or everybody's gonna kiss my behind, or I'm gonna be me and Giselle. And it's kind of like that's not what's happening. But I feel like she's not staying her ground. She's not staying to Giselle. She's weak to me, but she does when all this happens, she doesn't do anything. But then she'll say a lot of stuff in the confession. Like, girl, you should have said that to Giselle. Or she goes on Twitter, Instagram, and says stuff. So I'm hoping she redeems herself in the reunion because right now she's looking weak.
She's gonna try. It's too late though. I think the decision has been made. It's too late. Like she has a lot. That's the problem. Like even to wait for the reunion, she has a lot of delayed reactions, and she drags it. Once it's delayed, you coming back and you dragging it. And like you said, I do agree with Monique. And a lot of people saying like she's projecting, whatever the case may be. Like sometimes like you do think it and you don't say it out loud. But at the end of the day, she's a housewife of Potomac. She needs to bring something and she needs to, and if that's what she's feeling, bring it, say it. And that's what Monique is doing. And I wasn't sure about it when Monique said it, but obviously she's a part of a lot of scenes that we don't get to see. So I'm sure she saw more than what we're seeing. And just a little bit that I did see, especially when they were at her house, at Tia's house, at Angel's house. And when she was talking to Monique and she said to Monique and the rest of the ladies, like, oh, I got to go check in with Bobby to see if he's going to watch the kids. When she did the whole little hand, I get that part. Like it is, I probably would have shut it down. Like now you told me I'm gonna see if it's okay with my man. You don't need to tell me nothing. Like stay out of it. At that point, I probably would have did like that to her. But when she went to go ask Bobby and check in, I don't have a problem with her checking in because a lot of ladies were saying that it's that's what you do in a marriage. That's fine. I have no problem with her checking in. But once she did check in, and when Bobby was like, "Yeah, it's gonna fucking suck if you do go," I feel like the decision was made from him, and that kind of triggered and spearheaded her decision. Once he said that and gave kind of like he gave like a yes no answer. Like he said yes, but he really meant no. And she knew that. And as soon as he said that, like, yeah, it's gonna fucking suck. And then she was like, yeah, well, I don't have to go. And then she started to kind of like piggyback off of what he said. He did not want to stay with them kids. And he did not want to stay.
Well, then I maybe I didn't hear it. I don't remember him saying that. I thought he said, "Oh, if you want to go, you can go." Or maybe I did hear him say, but I think he was pertaining to the way the women treat her more so than her going. If he's like, "Oh, this is gonna effing suck," I'm thinking he's saying it because he knows these women are not nice to Angel. They wasn't even that nice to her in her own house.
No, but they weren't talking about the girl. They wasn't talking about the ladies at that point. She was asking him to watch the kids because they asking her to have a sleepover. Yeah. But what did that have to do with the ladies, huh?
So when I heard him say that, I thought he meant, "Oh, it's gonna effing suck because you're gonna be with people who don't like."
No, absolutely not. He said, or maybe like I could be getting it wrong. Leave the comment down below. Once she said, I gotta pull it up because once he said we gotta, when she was asking him to stay with the kids, I know you've been staying with them for a minute. It was in the moment of that conversation. It was basically like, you've been staying with the kids and the ladies want me to go. To me, I took it like, yeah, you could go, but it's gonna fucking suck. Like maybe he did apply it to that. I took it as he's saying it's gonna fucking suck because I'm staying with the kids. And then even if he did mean it with the ladies, whatever he meant it, all I'm saying is I believe she really wanted to go. And at the end of the day, you are on the Housewives. You are on TV. You on a reality show. This isn't real. This isn't real life. Like say with me, you're gonna go check in with your man to see if you could go. He says no, whatever. fine, that's okay. But when you sign up for a reality show, that includes mingling with the ladies, going on these little road trips. She's hosting a trip. Like, you
Yeah.
already staying an hour and change away from the ladies where you can't even mingle with them. They asking you to do a sleepover. Fine, you're going to ask them, but this is only a weekend that he got to stay with the kids. Like, at the end of the day, if you want to substantiate your existence on a job, you have to do it. You have to interact. You have to engage. This is what the viewers want. You can't not. That's why I believe that it's going to be her last season, because she's not doing what needs to be done to solidify her position on the show. It's like they don't need her. She's not bringing nothing. You're not even spending. You can't spend a night with the ladies for the weekend. Like, no.
But again, he did say if you want to go.
Oh,
but,
that was reluctantly. He did not mean that.
But I don't think she wanted to go.
I think she did.
I don't think she wanted to. Because she would say, "Oh, I'd rather be home with the kids and put my kids."
After he said it's gonna fucking suck.
So you think she piggybacked on what that was like his code and her knowing her man? Like,
yes, he let it be known. And then he was hesitant. It wasn't even like he could. Listen, I give it to Cynthia. Was like, to me, she reminds me of a Cynthia a little bit. Like, she has ways of Cynthia, but Peter was there to put the battery in Cynthia's back and say, listen, go back at them, do whatever he did coaching her on the back end. Like, we got to see it. And a lot of times he was standing up for himself where he's checking bitches. So when it comes to that relationship, she was piggybacking off of him, but he was almost like he just gave it, like, yeah, if you don't want to go, just don't go. Like, he's not even trying to say, like, just go have a fun time, I'll take care of the kids. Everything he was saying was not to go. And I get it. Maybe he didn't want her to be around them, but you're on a show. Like, I don't care. Like, come on, woman up. Like, that's what he should be. He should be doing a Peter. Like, woman up and let these bitches know what time it is. And she wasn't, even when they was at the house and she was showing them around, and it was like, oh, you gave them this room. And then Giselle and Ashley was like, I don't know what she got an attitude about. I don't know what's wrong with her. Like, y'all just said she got evicted. Like, you saying I got evicted. You talking all kind of crap about me. They saying it to her face. You got evicted. Giselle was like yelling it out to the world that she got evicted. And you playing on, Angel's playing all coy about it and not telling them off. It's like she's letting it roll off of her and then having a reaction later on. Like, no, you got to check bitches. And if it means not going, letting him watch the kids, go out for the night, put that battery in her back and come in with guns blazing. That's how Nene and all of them was doing it. They have these little host parties and they let bitches, they come in and they come with guns blazing at hosting these parties.
That's true. Angel,
she lame.
She's lame, and it like I said, all the stuff happens. She sits there and does explain stuff, and then she says stuff in confession, or she goes to her husband and that. So that's why he wasn't engaging with the women. There was one scene that kind of was like, So the scene when she came in the house with Tia. Who else was there? Was it Tia? Who was the other person that was supposed to?
Tia and Kiana, her BFF.
Yeah, they came out the umbrella or whatever, brought her in and left them in the car. I kind of felt that was kind of like a weird scene. I just felt like you should have been like, okay, ladies, wait, I'll bring you an umbrella. I don't know, because again, she's been saying these women did all these things. But these two women, I'm thinking she said, oh, these are the two women I like. These are the two women that's my friends, whatever. I would have felt, if my boyfriend did that, I would have been like, go outside and get them or bring them an umbrella. I felt like
that's true. I didn't think about that. I did think about it like it showed like that he's coming out to go, take care of his wife. But that is kind of like rude the way he did it. Like just her, not even a BFF.
Yeah, not even Kiara, because that was her best friend. She's always around. And the fact that if you looked at the scene real quickly, he didn't even keep the door open for them. It was like he brought her in and they were in the back. Like, I think the door even slammed into your face. It wasn't even.
Yeah.
So that was like the only thing. I was like, all right, he's going to come get me, ladies. Wait in the car. He's going to come get you guys. Or bring them umbrellas. I think that was true. There's nothing about him I honestly don't like. There's something about him that's not very engaging. There's just something off a little bit.
They're saying it like, to play devil's advocate, they're saying that he's a little off because of the way the ladies are treating her. But still, like, if that's the way you feel, you obviously have some type of emotions about it and you're staying away. You don't want no parts of these bitches. But with him, I mean, yeah, with him, if he feels like that, that's when you put the battery in your wife's back to let her know. You feel the ways you know you can't come at these chicks. So that's where you kind of give her that inspiration, give her that motivation to don't let these bitches walk all over you. Because he's obviously feeling the way, but are they both gonna be on some submissive, not saying nothing, don't want to talk about it, like avoiding the topics? Like, this is whack. Somebody gotta have a backbone.
They both need to go.
Hey, Kava.
Hi. I can't see who's there. But I think at this point, everybody needs to, that whole couple needs to go. I don't know, husband, I'm not feeling him. I'm not feeling Angel. They both need to go. So next person, what's going on with Giselle? This season, nothing. Nothing's happening with Giselle. This season, why?
Giselle is supposed to be like the producer. She's like supposed to be trying to date somebody. I think that's her role in the show, is kind of like to stir things up, stir the pot. And to me, she's being a big bully to Angel, and Angel is allowing it. So that's what I see her as, like just being a bully to Angel. She's being I don't know. I don't like the way she's treating Angel. I don't care. Even though, like I said, Angel is being too submissive. She's not being assertive. She's not asserting herself. That's fine. But I would never be that person to bully someone in that has that type of personality. Like, no, I think Giselle is just overdoing it.
My thing is, when did the issue between Giselle and Angel happen? We know about the catfish, yeah, and it's true. I don't know why Angel denied the filters. Anyone could see that picture was heavily filtered. So
yeah.
I didn't use filter. What's the big deal? They all use filters. So that was another thing I didn't like. She denied. Because I think if she stood on it and be like, yeah, I use filters, so do you, then it would have been like, let it go. But you're denying using filter. She looks nothing like that picture. I don't care what anybody says.
And then, I get it, but that's the thing. She denied it. And I don't have a problem with denying it. Deny it, do whatever you need to do, but I'm not going to harp on defending myself to no bitch. Like, I don't care if I'm going to deny it. Once I deny it, I'm checking you. If you want to keep going on about me using a filter, you didn't recognize me. Once you start going on, I would have denied it or either said, yeah, I use a filter. Then, what's the problem? Like, I'm not going to be all defensive about, like, to me, she was being defensive about it. Like, if you use the filter, so what? You want to lie about it? Fine. But it's kind of like how I feel about Kenya. You know, we both Aquarius. Like, you can say what you want about Kenya, but she gonna go on the offensive. I'm not defending nothing about me. You think I'm lying? You think I'm catfishing? Okay, we gonna leave that alone. Now we're gonna talk about you, and I'm coming with guns blazing.
But that's what I'm saying. I think her denying using a filter shows her insecurity.
Yes.
Oh, damn you well you're using a filter.
And no backbone.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm using a filter. Maybe you need to use one yourself for your
exactly.
Turkey neck. Like, that's what you had to say. I mean, when they use filter, if you look at everybody's stuff, they all use filters. So that was, I think, I don't know if that's going to set Giselle off to be like, oh, this girl's fake because she denied. I don't know what Giselle has against Angel. Honestly, Giselle's the type of person, which I noticed throughout any woman that comes in with a husband, family, looks like they have stuff on, Giselle doesn't like them. She did it to all of them. And
I think it's kind of like, you know what they do to, like, I guess when people are new in the fraternities and the sororities, hazing. That's what you call it. I think she does that. She did it to Monique. Like, she comes at chicks when they first get on. And to me, you got to have a backbone and then go back at her. Once you don't, she's going to like run over you like a bulldozer. And that's what I think she's doing to Angel. Like, like when they showed the next week's preview and it was like, Giselle is on a plane and she's basically goes in about there being no water in the house and all of that. Like, to me, like, Angel can't, like, we can get on that too. I don't know about like when they was at the house and having no water in the house. Like, I get that, but that's not Angel's fault. Shit happens on a trip. Like, it's not like I can't help it. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, it happens. Like, a lot of times you go on a trip. I've been on trips before where, you know, things happen, but you just got to go with the flow of things. Like, you can't let that ruin your trip.
Yeah, Giselle looked like she was looking for something to go wrong. Like, oh yeah, now I can have something to kind of rev everybody else. This was a terrible trip. Giselle's a hater. She's one of those girls. Anybody knows she's a hater. She did it to everybody that came in. So the only thing I remember with Neka I don't remember having an issue. I don't remember Giselle coming at Nicka. And Nicka again was married, had a husband. I think she was in, I don't know what kind of job she had. But I feel like I don't remember her going at Nicka last season. But I think with Angel and her status, and Angel is somewhat of a brag. Oh, we got this house in Colorado that's been managed.
Yeah.
What's this? Giselle she's one of those girls that feels the type of way with jealous. But, oh, you think you got all this going on? I'm going to shut you down. And whatever she could nitpick on her, she does.
Yeah, and then once they started talking about her eviction and stuff like that, and it was kind of like, Angel's story did not check out. Like it did sound a little fugazi when she was explaining herself about the eviction or the end of the lease, whatever the case may be. It did sound, and I think once you start sounding a little wishy-washy like that with Giselle is going to pounce on that storyline like she's doing. They speaking to realtors who know of the situation, and they getting proof of the eviction from what she said with Ashley. And then even then, it was like, I was surprised when Angel was like, well, we ain't going nowhere until you tell me what kind of paperwork or whatever she said.
Oh, yes, girl, stand on it. I was happy. That thing she did pulled her own, even with the being kind of shady and Giselle, giving Giselle and Ashley a little room. She tried, but I was very happy.
She tried, but she just missed the mark for me still.
I agree, but I like when she kind of held everyone accountable for what they were saying. Kind of like, no, we're not going nowhere until y'all tell me what's going on. So I did like that too. But again, the whole eviction thing is stupid. Angel obviously has money. Like the rumor was maybe she just wanted to get out of the show and only had the contract for a certain amount of time. I don't think they evicted her because she had no money. So I don't know what the big deal is about. Okay, she had to leave her place. What's the problem?
I think it's because, like, I think Potomac is expensive, and to me, that's where the Keeping Up with the Joneses come in. Like, to get out, from what I hear, it's very expensive to live in Potomac. That's why I think, wasn't it Nika, whatever her name is? She didn't live in Potomac either. Didn't a couple of them be on the borderline of Washington, D.C. and Potomac? Like, whatever it is, I think living in Potomac is probably the most expensive area to live in as far as like the outskirts. And they were saying that she pretended, or whatever she did, to live in Potomac to keep up with the Joneses, like, because she really didn't live there. She pretended to live there to be on the show. Well, and that's what it came off to me too.
Everybody was just renting and looking for a house. So
yeah, eventually she did find a house. So she did prove everybody wrong, because supposedly she got a house now and closed on a house. But before that,
in Potomac,
in Potomac.
So it shows you could afford a house in Potomac.
Yeah, now it does. But I'm saying in the midst of it, it was looking a little crazy. And then when they were asking her again, she would sound a little wish-washy, like, oh, and then she didn't want to talk about it. Like, yeah, it's just, yeah. I don't. She was sounding like how Phaedra was sounding when they asked her about how far along she was in her pregnancy. She was like, yeah, well, we didn't know that we were supposed to leave. We got it mixed up. And then she's just like, not really giving an answer to it. So once you do stuff like that, and then you don't shut it down with Giselle is going to be a bulldozer. She's going to run all over you.
Yeah, she didn't get give a full explanation. Like, oh, okay, we see what happened. It was kind of like she was hiding something.
Yeah, then even when they asked her, why are we not staying at your house? Why are we staying here? Like, you so far away. And she's like, well, you're just not. Like, you just can't. Like, she wasn't giving like real, and then eventually she did say like it wasn't enough room, but she was just like, I don't know, just the way she explains stuff, it just sounds so weak.
I think she just didn't want the ladies in her house and didn't want to say it. I think that's what it was. But then I wouldn't want all these women in my house, all these chaos and the way they act, they drinking Ashleys. So yeah. But again, there was a whole big thing about how far it was. And again, with the interview with Angelique, she explained why, because a lot of places were already booked. I honestly believe her, but she didn't want all these women in her house, her husband is there, her kids, they have no filter what they're going to talk about. Who knows how they're going to dress around her man? You never know. She might feel type of way about having.
Yeah, and who knows how he act? Like, sometimes when he might be acting a certain way, you don't want your friends around.
Actually, she's drunk and saying stuff. I agree. I would not want.
And then like these women are gonna come over to nitpick at you, like to nitpick at like how they doing with the house that's not even her house, and they already like, I get it, there's no water, but I feel like they were looking for any old thing, and it just so happened to be the water is not running, which is like huge, because they were trying to pick at any little thing. So to me, I probably wouldn't have wanted them in my house either, especially knowing that they looking for something. And I'm not proving nothing to nobody. And like she said, I don't want them spirits, some bad vibes up in my house.
You might start arguing in the house, not even have more insight of her match. Oh, look, he did this, he didn't do that. They're gonna be looking at everything. Oh, her kids. Why is she doing that for kids? It'll be too much. I agree. I wouldn't want to my house either.
But she should have. They were saying that they had her. The way she did it like that is because the house was closer to the activities or whatever, the stuff, the business that she owns. She was saying it was closer to that, but still, to me, an hour, like they still got to go to her house. They still having barbecues. You still hosting or whatever at your house. So yeah, we going here, but it's like to be so far away from my house. I just think the way she hosted that trip, it was like the water not running. It just ended up being a disaster.
I agree. And again, that's supposedly her job, hosting these luxury experiences. And right now I'm looking at it like, oh Lord, hopefully that's not how she actually does it when she's
I know, and that's not affecting her business, because that is not a good look when you have a business of planning.
Yeah, and the thing is, these women, you know how they are, some of them come after businesses. So you could, now I'm wondering if this gonna be said on the show, like, oh, she don't have a good business, if they're gonna mention it at the reunion, because again, your business is you hosting.
Yeah.
Now, but the thing I didn't like is like they were complaining about the water, but then Angel in the next scene mentioned they never called her. So if you don't call her, how she knows that there's an issue with the water?
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like Giselle was doing too much, because again, like things do happen on a trip like that. And they didn't call her and tell her. And then eventually, Jazzy told her about what was going on in the house, but she did only check in with Jazzy. But still, you don't got to check in with what? You got to check in with everybody. But she did check in with Jazzy. She did her part, and then she found out and felt really bad about it. There was nothing she could have done. I'm with Angel on that part. Like, there's no working water. She's apologized for it, and when she tried to apologize, Giselle came at her. I'm on Angel's side with this. It's nothing that she could have done. Get over it. That's what I would have said. Once she would have came at me like that, I would have been like, get over it. Sorry. I said sorry. Let's move on.
So what do you think of Ashley this season? Ashley, I'm getting tired of Ashley.
Yeah, she got the same old, like, I guess with the storyline with the what's the name, son, Charisse. Yeah, with her son. I guess that was supposed to be like a big deal and a big, like, it was lackluster.
But then
it was nothing.
They talk about it off of the show. Nothing happened during the taping. So how do you feel about her speaking of Charisse's son?
I don't see nothing. Like, these are grown people. Like, if that's what he wants to do, he's a grown man. I do think it is low class of Ashley, but is she a high class woman? No, I don't think so. She don't seem like that classy. She's dating little young men or whatever. Like, that's her thing. And I'm not surprised. And I don't see nothing. If that's the way Charisse's son is grown. At the end of the day, even if they said like, oh, if it was Giselle's daughter, we would think differently. We probably would. But they grown. There's nothing you can do. These are decisions that grown people are making. But would I be sneaking over my homegirl's house to sleep with her son? Like, to me, that's like a little pathetic, low class what Ashley's doing. And like I said, to me, that's right on brand for her. Like, I don't expect much from Ashley. Like, to me,
she snuck into Charisse's house.
Yeah, she snuck into Charisse's house, and to me, it sounded like she slept with him.
She did. I mean, Watch What Happens Live, she made it seem like she did sleep with him.
She said on Watch What Happens Live, like, she thought that Charisse knew by looking on her cameras when she was coming in to the house.
Jesus Christ.
So obviously, she was sneaking in when Charisse wasn't home. So to me, that's just like, we too old to be sneaking in little like men's homes, sneaking in like he's married, but that's even worse. Well, no, it's not worse that his mother's there. Either way, like, it's still bad. Like, you got to sneak around. Like, he is married, but it's his mama. To me, that's just like.
And she has no place. I don't know why she was going to his.
Exactly. Why would you? That's what I'm saying. It's so like, why would you do that? But to me, that's like, oh, what the man want. You doing anything to get dick. Like, because he might have said, come over. He don't feel like going to your house. He just wants some booty right then and there. He don't feel like, a lot of men be like that. They be trying it. Like, oh, yeah, I don't feel like going out. Come to me. I'm not making an effort to do nothing. I'm not coming to your house. You come to me, you get this dick. And she's just like that. She going to go to him and get the dick.
She's
to his mama's house.
She's a loser. I mean, if it was me, I think I would be more my friend there. I would be very upset. I think that would be my friendship. But I would be disappointed in my son. Like, really? This trash? Like,
exactly.
If I had a friend who was my son and he's in his 20s, I would be more disappointed in him than anything. I would end a friendship with a friend, but I would also be disappointed in him. Like, really? This is what you're doing? Like, I would be disappointed. I would be. Especially Ashley. But anyway.
I would be disappointed. And I probably would end the friendship too, because it's kind of like you sneaking around, like you're not even like at least give me the respect to come to me and tell me so then I can like have my response or speak to my son. But you sneaking around and we supposed to be friends? Yeah.
I'll pick something like that too. But I still look a little. I mean, he looks like he's a good looking kid, but in the video, he seems a little. Now, I don't want to use the word slow, but I think he was the aggressor. That little clip we saw, he don't look like he would have been aggressive with Ashley, but then again, we don't know the boy. But all I know is Ashley is just disgusting.
Exactly. It's like I said, to me, it's how she is. I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised, to be honest. When she said, I was like, oh, I wasn't surprised. It was just more like I would not be her friend. And my son would really say, I'm disappointed and you're as disgusting as she is. I would really let it happen.
I think that was supposed to be like her mic drop moment of the season. Like, I did this and ooh, look at me. To me, I felt like she's trying to bring something to the show. And to me, it was just, it missed the mark. Like, I think she wanted to have a story.
This could be something now with Sharice coming back or having more episodes. Because now she's the type of way of Ashley. I think Sharice wants to be back on the show too.
I think so too. Who wouldn't want to be unless I think like it's not like she left on her own. Like, I think they all want to be back. Like, a lot of them that, like, speaking of like Nene, like, I think a lot of them who got fired, demoted to a friend position, I believe like in that position, I would want to come back too. It wasn't even by the choice. And they accepting the friend role. So if you accepting the friend role, I mean, I guess in some instance you want to accept the friend role, like Cynthia. I don't know if they was even offering her full-time like position anyway. But the way Cynthia put it, like, she rather the friend role because they don't have to be in your life like that. You don't have to showcase your life. You don't have to, you're not obligated to do as much.
You go to the dinners, go to the trips. Yeah, and then you don't have to do all the filming. But Sharice is not even, I don't know if it's her friend. I think she's just in the events, like when she's invited, and they just film a little bit with her. She's not going.
Yeah, she don't even seem like a friend of the show. She just seemed to be like mingling at parties.
Yeah, she's not in any of the trips and stuff. But she looks great. She looks way better than she did when she first started the season.
Yeah, she's getting better.
Tweaks. So what do you think of Stacey this season?
Stacey, like, I guess she's growing on me like she is everyone else, but to me, she just lies a lot. Like, I don't like that. Like, to me, I just feel like that's the way she needs to give some pointers to, isn't it not Ashley? Angel. She needs to give some pointers to Angel and how to be assertive and dust it off. Like, do what you got to do. Take a couple of shots, throw some shade, keep it moving. Do not have delayed like reactions. And that's the problem with, like, we already spoke about Angel. That's why I like, what's the name?
Stacey.
Yes, that's why I like Stacey, because Stacey is going to come back. She's not going to let any of that shade slide. She's coming back toe to toe with you. So that's what I like. And she's not afraid. Like, she has that voice of like very soothing and very like monotone and calm. So I like somebody with a calm voice because it's me. My voice gets. I try to stay calm when somebody irritates me, but I
Yeah.
start. The New York in me. I'm getting loud. Like I'm gonna start. It's gonna sound like I'm screaming. I'm gonna start sweating. Like I'm gonna start cursing. Like I would love to have those Stacy reactions where you cool, calm, and collected, and then you just throw the shade and keep it moving.
Her cool, calm, and collected annoyed me. It was just, her voice irritated me. I didn't like that. But then when I started watching the Carlos King interview, and she spoke about being bullied and always being different, it made me like her a little bit more into because I really got to know a little bit more of her past, the reason why she is the way she is. And again, being QVC, there's a tone and the way you have to speak a certain way. So I like her a little bit more. Am I a fan of Stacey? And Carlos King named her the, I don't know, reality stuff this year. Yeah.
Yeah, he ODs though. When they come on, it's like he really sucks ass. Like soon as they come on, he goes overboard with trying to make them feel at home. So he did that with her, as he always does with everyone.
Nominated her for that. I wouldn't nominate her. If they were going back to last season with Housewives, it would be Angela from Charles Oakley. I like her. But all in all, Stacey, I wouldn't mind if she leaves next season. But she does have some funny lines, like even in the confessional and how she responds to stuff. We wouldn't talk about her breast stink, which I do believe it does, or it did. I do believe that. But I think the way she responds, I don't know. Sometimes I just want a little bit more reaction. I don't know.
No, I think she's quick-witted. I think she's very smart. I like somebody who's really quick, like with that tongue and quick with that shade. She's really like, she don't let stuff slide. And I like that about her because she comes off like she could be easily bullied. Giselle could easily bully her, but she kind of lets it slide off of her and she doesn't dwell on it. She'll say what she got to say and she moves on. But what do you think about her husband?
Timo.
Yeah.
I mean, he's who I expected to be with. Like when I saw him, I go, I mean, he's a geeky white man.
I don't know. Something about their relationship too is a little weird. Like, is he like the way she kind of like
Stacey's geeky too, so they're two geeks.
No, but she brags about him as if they have like this loving relationship. She's so in love with him. She's glad that he's back in her life. To me, I don't know. I guess they don't show a lot of him, but the little that they have shown, I don't know. It just don't seem like he's like, even when she tried to call him that time and she was like joking about him, some sexual, I forgot what it was. They was like away on the other trip. And she tried to call him.
She wanted sex or something.
Yeah, he just hung up on her. Like to me, he just don't give that like he's like sexually attracted to her like that. Like I don't know, it just gives like something's lacking. Like the way she talks about him, he just doesn't give that to me when he's on camera. Even when it was just him and her in the gym, when they was working out. Like I just did not see that spark in his eyes that she claims is there, and she got a husband and she's bragging about having a husband and stuff like that. I don't see it.
I don't see it either, but it could be his personality or it could be because he's on camera. Not everybody.
True. I think he's German and I think he's German. And I know a lot of comments that I saw, they said that Germans, that's their personality. They are like, have no emotions. They just like nothing.
And again, you may not feel comfortable like kissing her and doing something.
Yeah, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Millions of people are gonna watch. His daughter may watch. So that again. I also feel maybe Stacey's a little bit into him more, maybe that she's into him. But the fact that he's willing to work it out after getting divorced, he was free from Stacey. So you can't like, oh, it's cheaper to keep her. So the fact that they had a divorce, which was finalized, and he's willing to be on camera and work things out, he must love her. I would think, because at this point, why he can be with her? There must be some love or something there. He's not an ugly man. He got money. He could find another.
I need to see more of their relationship. I need to see more. I can't make any determination. Huh? What'd you say?
You think she paid him? Look, I need you to. Oh, you think
no, I definitely don't think she paid him. I do agree with. What? Say that again, because I was talking at the same time. Say that again. I think it's delayed.
Told him I'll give you half my check if you come on the show. I don't know.
I don't think it's that type of situation. I don't know what it is. Like I said, some of these men, I do believe that they're really great fathers, and a lot of times they do try to salvage whatever of a relationship to be with the kids. I definitely think that was the circumstance with Robin and her husband. I really believe he is there for them boys when it comes to being with her. So I don't know what his deal is, like, because they don't show enough of him. And like you said, and like a lot of comments say, maybe that's his personality. He's not comfortable being on the camera. It could be that, but I need to see more of him. But I just don't, like, she speaks a lot of him, and I just don't, even when she says stuff about him, I still don't see an indication of like, what is he doing? Like, I don't hear her talking about, oh, we went out last night, we had such a great time, he brought me flowers, he brought me a ring, he proposed to me, he's about to, like, I don't hear nothing enough of, even when she talks about him, it's nothing that I don't feel like he's giving her, like, to fulfill her.
As far as her not saying thing, I agree, because look what they did her other relationship with that fake relationship, and I feel like these women, she don't trust them enough to tell them anything. So
True.
with her not saying what he's doing, what they're doing. But again, it could be because he's on camera. Not everyone's comfortable with it. It takes a while, especially the men. And you got to think they're around women. It might be just uncomfortability. I think that's what it might be with them. Because the man said, "Come back." I mean, he's filming. One time he grabbed the little butt that Stacey had. He, Lord, let me not.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. I still was not too. I still didn't see. It still looked like no chemistry to me. I don't see the chemistry.
Yeah, I mean, it's both weird. The chemistry that we probably want to see is too weird to me. She's awkward and weird. He's awkward and weird. So I'm not expecting to see much from them. So what do you think of Jasmine?
I don't see enough of her. Like, they don't show her, and I think she must not be interesting enough, because this is the most that I've seen of her, when she was like kind of just trying to like be the bone collector for Angel. Like, we don't see anything of her. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to think of her. She's a friend of the show, right?
She's like a friend of the show. I like her. The thing is, like, there was a whole big thing about her wedding, and they only showed like 2 minutes of it. I'm like, what was the point of even showing that? Like, there was nothing where I could be like, I even got a full glimpse of her wedding. I think she would be a good addition to the group, because I feel like she's able to speak for herself, say what's on her mind, and probably even, defend other people, whatever, and be truthful and try to build friendships. I think she did do the right thing when she was telling Angel what Monique was saying in the car about her husband. She did, because I'm assuming she has a better relationship with Angel than she does with Monique.
Yeah.
Just started something. And hopefully, let's see if Angel can. Oh, because I think next week Monique is going to talk to Angel about that. So let's see what Angel says about the whole conversation she had about her feeling like her marriage is similar to her past marriage. So I want to see if Angel is going to just sit there and take it from Monique, or she's really going to tell Monique, mind your damn business. This has my relationship. It's nothing like yours. That's all. So let's just see what happens with that.
But yeah, I think she did. I think they did. I did watch a little clip of it when they were at the table, and I think she did bring it up, but I don't know if they caught, like, I don't think they showed her reaction.
Probably nothing. No need to probably.
That's what I'm saying. They probably have a delayed reaction and carry a grudge after that. That's the thing with her. That's why I don't think she's gonna make it.
She shouldn't make it. I don't think she should. So what about Kiana?
To me, she's trying too hard, like, those reactions to Stacey, to me, is just way over the top, and it doesn't require that much aggression. Like, to me, it's almost like she's taking advantage of Stacey's like cool, calm, and collected personality. So to me, I think Kiana's just is projecting like whatever anger. I don't know. To me, she's just projecting onto Stacey, and I don't see why.
Yeah, because I don't get it either. Like, what's her beef with Stacey? First of all, you're not Wendy. I don't understand her beef with Wendy either, but I really don't understand her beef with Stacey. Like, what happened? Why does she not like Stacey coming at her? And I feel like she felt Stacey was the weakest link there. And that's why
Yeah.
if Angel and her wasn't friends, she would have came after Angel. But I think it's because Stacey, she felt like, oh, she's the weakest link. Nobody likes
Yeah.
her. Come on board and be the bully of her too. And Stacey basically put her in her place. And I don't think
Yeah.
she was expecting that from Stacey. It was kind of, oh, because she couldn't say nothing. But Stacey told about herself. What do you have going on? My life, my man. Remember that whole thing she said?
Yes.
I think she was surprised that Stacey came at her that way. She thought Stacey was gonna back down. When Stacey did not, I think it kind of shut her up. Because I don't recall after that her coming after Stacey. I don't remember her coming after Stacey after that.
She doesn't. I don't. And like Stacey said on the Carlos King show, like I don't get why she has all of this animosity. Like, what's the beef about? Like, she can't even articulate as to what is the beef. And it's same with Wendy. Like, where did the beef stem from? I still don't understand where. Is it because Wendy and Angel have beef? Like, I don't get where. Like, it's not substantiated as to like why you have beef with these ladies.
Well, Angel's beef with Wendy, I still don't know what that is. Angel not like it Wendy. No one knows. It wasn't. She thought Wendy said catfish, and Wendy didn't. Giselle even said, "I was the one that said catfish." She was
And
just
she laughed. Okay, so
who laughed? Why else laughed? What's the deal? So I don't understand why she's so upset with Wendy. I understand Wendy was over exaggerating laugh. You know how people do like there's a joke and it's kind of like okay they're laughing and it's a little bit too extra like it's not even that funny. I get that, but to hold Wendy to where I'm like I didn't even like, oh, I don't like what she was doing extra, but I would have probably said that to her and moved on. But I just kept not liking her. But I think it has to do a lot with Kiana, this beef with Wendy, and maybe what Kiana's putting that barrier back or saying things to her was like, well, you don't mess with her, I don't mess with her either. I think that.
I don't know. I feel like she's trying to I feel like she's projecting. Like I feel like she's really was upset about the whole situation, and she's not going to direct that anger toward Giselle because Giselle is the head bitch in charge. So I feel like she's projecting it to Wendy. Like I feel like and it could be because of Kiana. And wasn't when the episode first when the season first started, wasn't Angel trying to befriend when she chin checked when Kiana chin checked Angel? Wasn't she trying to befriend who was she trying to befriend? Like
it was Wendy because she told her, oh, because Wendy had said something about I think her kids was sick or something. She goes, oh well, maybe did you check on her kid? Did you what's the situation where Wendy was supposed to go somewhere? Something happened. So Angel basically was taking Wendy's side.
Yeah.
Kiana chin checked her.
So that's why I think it could stem. That's what I'm trying to get my thoughts together to get my memory to kind of like remember like what you just said. So I just feel like that also probably plays a part into it. Maybe she's trying to validate her friend's feelings because she got beef with Wendy, and then Kiana had chin checked her already. So it's kind of like she knows to walk a straight path when it comes to the Wendy situation and trying to be too chummy with Wendy when Wendy has beef with her BFF. So to me, I feel like she Angel is like projecting onto Wendy what it should be like geared toward Giselle, because Giselle is the one who actually said it, and she's not backing down. Like just the way she's acting since then is like not like friendly at all.
She's not giving Angel a break. I don't remember if she was like, she's not giving Angel a break at all. She's like on Angel's neck all the time.
Yeah, she's waiting for it. It's almost like if she breathes too hard, Giselle is on it. Like, and that type of reaction and somebody like that, you have to come with guns blazing to let a bitch know what time it is. You cannot be an Angel in a situation with a Giselle. Like, you cannot do that. And Kiana is not helping the situation. Like, I don't know. Like, I get being how Angel is, but why is it her husband, everybody's being submissive? Like, and Kiana doesn't have that. That's what I hate about some friends too. Like, if you got this backbone and you all outspoken when it comes to being outspoken for yourself, when it comes to me, don't take a back seat and be submissive. Like, no, if you my friend and you got all this mouth, my man, my husband, you this, you that, and you in bitches' faces, why you not, where are you when it comes to me? Like, why are you taking a back seat? Be this strong having a backbone chick. Like, where are you when it comes to having my back? And that's what I don't like about certain situations. I don't tolerate that either when it comes to friends. Like at least say something.
I think Kiana, when Angel wasn't around, did defend her. Maybe not fully, but remember when they were like, "Oh, she got evicted." She's like, "No, she did not get evicted." I saw Kiana saying certain things, like standing up for
That
Angel.
ain't enough. Okay.
Angel, she's not saying anything.
I know, but maybe that's her personality. That's where I come in. Where if you saying something about my friend, and I'm Elisa, the person that I am with a mouth on me, like you can take a back seat, but if I see chicks bullying you and you don't got that personality, I'm standing up for my friend. I'm gonna say something. There's no way I'm not with my personality. I am going to say something. And Kiana has a personality where she is outspoken. She is assertive. So I just don't understand why is it when it comes to her friend. And I get it, like they BFFs. And when Angel was on Angela Yee's show, she was saying like when they questioned her about like, do you feel like your friend should speak up for you? And she was just saying, no, I don't expect it to. I'm a grown woman. I can handle my own, but you're not handling it. And not the way a Kiana would. Not the way she's talking back to bitches.
Yeah, that's true. She didn't have. Well, I feel like when they were, I would call attacking Angel. She wasn't. I don't remember saying nothing. Even when they had a scene where they were all. I forgot where the hell they were. But Angel had walked over left. I think they were all wearing like. Oh, I think it was the bachelor party for Jazzy. It was the end of the night, and something happened. I can't remember now. Angel ran outside, crying. Kiana went outside and talked to Angel. And he was like, "Oh, I'm talking to my husband. Just go back inside." If that was my friend, I would have left with her. Kiana went back inside, had a good time, and Angel into her room crying.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way I would be okay with that. Me and my friend would at least have a conversation like about it. And to me, it's just like, oh no, it's the same thing that happened with Portia and
Shamia?
Yeah, Shamia. Like, it's kind of like, come on, like, have my back, like how I have your back. Not just like, being coy with it, but no, like, this is how like Portia is. Portia has a big personality. Like, so it's just like, I wouldn't expect somebody to be like, or coy like that when it comes to like me. And when somebody's coming at me, and I may not have the strength in that moment. But even if I do have the strength, like, don't sit around like, yeah, she did speak up and say, yeah, she didn't get evicted, but that's not enough for me. Like, I would be like, what makes you think I wouldn't be, yeah, she didn't get evicted. No. Like, to me, I'd be like, what makes you think my friend got evicted? Like, why are you even saying that? What proof do you have? I need to see it. Like, I'm going to pounce. There's no way.
Remember, she's friends with Giselle. Kiana and Giselle are friends. Remember that whole scene about Kiana and Giselle didn't call her, and Giselle's dad had passed away. So again, she's kissing Giselle's hiney. So
that might be it too.
Why? But she ain't coming out, and she's cool, Ashley. Because there's scenes when her and Ashley was talking away from the group. So I think that's where she's. But again, this is different for how many years? These people, are they really your friends? Probably not.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. Like, I don't get, because I'm putting myself in that situation. I've been in situations like that. I just feel like if you real friends, and even if you if my friend come at you my friend, and if I see one of my friends do something wrong to you, even if that is my best friend, if that's my real friend, we can talk. I can tell you how I feel. I can tell you why you doing this to my friend. It's a conversation to be had. Like, but I would never be afraid even if I'm friends with you, I'm friends with, say, one of my other friends. Like, we all are friends. I should be able to have a real conversation with you. Like, why are you acting like that to my friend? And I'm gonna speak up for it. If I feel you're wrong, I'm going to say something. I don't gotta come in like, bitch, what you doing? F you know. But all I can say is, why are you acting like that? Or I'm gonna defend it in a way where I'm be like, what kind of proof you got? That ain't nothing. Like, what? But that don't mean that I'm not your friend, and me and you don't have to speak after it. Like, we gonna have beef after that? No, I'm telling you how I feel.
That's true, because she could have had a one-on-one with Giselle, like, yo, Giselle, what's going on? Why are you doing the scene? What's going on? What's the animosity? What don't you like? Like, she never had a one-on-one conversation with Giselle to find out why she's doing whatever she's doing with Angel.
And that's what I'm saying. To me, I expect more from my friends. Like, I've been in situations like that, and it was where I had to kind of like ask, like, what's wrong? Like, especially when it's a friend that who's assertive and somebody who has a voice. And it's like, really? Like, you don't got nothing to say about that? If you see somebody doing something wrong to me, you don't got nothing to say? Nothing?
And the one who brought her on the show. I mean, Angel probably wouldn't have been on the show by Kiana.
Yeah. And this is a reality show. Like, you're showcasing this. You're not going to showcase being some weakling when it comes to me. I'm really gonna have something to say if the show is on air and you showcasing that, like, you don't have my back. To me, it's kind of like, and that's her real, like, they are supposed to be real friends. Like, our friendship, if we friends for 20 plus years, all these years, and we tight, we thick as thieves, like, that gotta be worth something when it comes to chicks that your coworkers, when it comes to just associates. Like, our friendship should be worth something where you are checking bitches that do me wrong. Like, yes, Elisa, I have a backbone, I do, but I still need to see something that my friend that of 20 plus years since we was kids still has my back and is not riding the fence and trying to befriend everybody. Like, you can still be friends with somebody and you can still check a bitch.
I agree, because they're not even really friends. I don't think she's hanging out with them when the season is over, but she's hanging out with Angel. So I think, now that you're mentioning it, Kiana was not staying up for Angel when they were basically attacking, bullying her or whatever else. And if she did, it was very subtle, so no one was even listening to her.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Oh no, she didn't get evicted. Like, that's not enough to check these chicks, to back them up off of my back, like, to get them off of my back. Like, that wasn't enough. And Kiana, like I said, she's not like how it was with Garcelle and then Sutton. Like, to me, Sutton, you can't expect much from Sutton. Sutton don't even have her own back with these chicks. So when it comes to Garcelle, I wouldn't expect Sutton to be some outspoken, guns blazing. Like, she don't have her own, she don't have like a voice even with herself. So to me, when it comes to Kiana is checking chicks that come at her. So to me, she should be doing that for a friend too.
Yeah, and I feel like you mentioned, Garcelle was doing that for Sutton. But you know who also in this show's been doing it? Wendy has been doing it for Stacey. Because she'd be like, oh,
yeah,
not here. No, that was for Monique. But there's times when they're coming at Stacey, I notice Wendy is there to kind of like help along with Stacey. When they were going back and forth, she got in the middle, started dancing. So she tried to de-escalate or even something. So I think Wendy has really, this season, has had what's her name? Stacey's back. I have to say,
it's weird though when they were sitting around and then she wanted, Stacey wanted Angel to call the realtor. And then Wendy was like, "Well, did you call? What's the fake guy, the fake boyfriend that she had? His name? I forgot his name." Mm-hmm. But she was like, "Well, when they asked you to call fake boyfriend at the reunion, you didn't call him." So I thought that was like, I thought that's supposed to be your friend.
Yeah, I thought he was checking Stacey, and Stacey didn't say anything. But I, again, watching the Angela Yee show, I think that Wendy lied. I don't believe Wendy. I don't think that realtor told Wendy anything. For some reason, I believe Angel. You think the realtor actually told Wendy this? No,
I don't believe it either. I think the realtor might have said maybe something minor and they ran with it. Like, I don't believe. I want to see, because they said they had proof. I was waiting to see it. Don't see anything gonna come with proof, because the way Angel's speaking, it's almost like it was found to be a lie, like that they didn't have no proof. Because I would think Angel would not be speaking the way she would if they did come with proof, like maybe like something like written, like a lease or something. Like, they don't have nothing, I don't think. And I don't believe it. I don't think, like you said, when I heard her speak on Angela Yee's show, I do believe Angel, because why would a realtor put their business at risk telling Wendy a client's business?
And how did they get in contact with Wendy? Wendy must have been digging and looking for information to go against Angel, which says you're being shady. And the next thing is, what she's saying, oh, Angel said she went once in a house that looks like $1,000 but worth whatever.
Yeah, that sounds ridiculous.
That's crazy. I don't know where you can get anything for $1,000. That's ridiculous. Secondly, I don't think probably even if Angel said it, so let's say if I was gonna go this, I'm not going to a house that looks like $10 million, but I'm only paying $1 million. Like, I don't understand what's a big deal. All of them would have probably trying to do the same thing. When you're buying a house, property, renting, that's what you're going to try to do. Bargain or try to get cheaper property that's better. So what's the problem? I don't understand why.
No, to me, it does come off like you being. Listen, Wendy is the way she's crumbling now. Like, she was the messenger or whatever they coming from her, like it is so terrible now that we found out like about Wendy. Like she definitely shouldn't have been the one carrying that news. But I do feel that they do have a point if it were true that she was trying to look for a house for $1,000 and she wanted to make it seem like $10,000. To me, that is fake. I think that was their point. Like she's fake. She's trying to be something. You're getting evicted, and not only did you get evicted, you were trying to pretend that you live in Potomac, but you really can't live here. Like almost like you can't sit with us. Like we in Potomac, we got the money, live in Potomac, and I know she got that big grand house or whatever. But a lot of comments were saying like a Colorado house, like and a Potomac house, you can get. It's harder. It's easier to get a Colorado house with all of that land. So I don't know. It's just like I'm sure if you sell your house, I sell my house, and we move, and each of us get our own house in say Texas or Georgia, I'm gonna be able to get myself a huge house, like
mansion.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to get a mansion. I don't live in a mansion out here in the tri-state area. No, I'm not gonna get a mansion out here for that money that I can get in Texas or in somewhere down south. So I get what they're saying. To me, it's like you're being fake. And she was renting all the furniture in the Airbnb that she had or the lease property. It was like nothing in there was yours. You just came, set up shop, and now you're leaving. And at that point, now she's proving everybody wrong because they did buy a house in Potomac. But to me, it's almost like, were you really a resident of Potomac? Were you really a Potomac person, or are you just faking it to be on the show? You want to be like us, but you ain't us. I felt like that's what they were saying.
I thought it was a waste of even saying this is tea. But again, like you said, with her, the only thing kind of surprised me, she's like, none of the furniture is out. I'm like, okay, so you just moved to a fully rental. But like Giselle stated, maybe she left because she was like, I don't want to be on the show. Whatever reason, I think they're making that a whole big deal for nothing. And it was just something they wanted to kind of throw in her face. But again, I felt like it was just weak to bring that up. And to me, I didn't feel like, oh yeah, this is good. This is they got her.
Yeah, it is weak. It is weak tea, but they're doing everything to pick at her, and she's not doing anything. That's why they need to just like move on from her for next season, get somebody else. Yeah.
Now that we're talking, because they serving cold tea, not even weak, it's cold, freezing cold tea. So
yes.
Now that I'm thinking about, I wouldn't want Angel back next season. So
you would?
You know why? I want them to actually see her house. Maybe not a friend, maybe not even on the show, but I want her to come. You know what I want her? I want her to come back a different Angel, because now she's like, I'm able to see everything that they've been saying about her. I want her to come back and give them that, and she needs to be like her sister. I don't know how her sister would go to Giselle, but her sister she don't play. They need to have a sister around a little bit more. They need to have a sister come around and invite her friends and have a sister come. So when somebody tries to check her real quick and let her show up her new house. Yeah, y'all talking about being evicted. Look at me. I have a better house than all of you guys combined. I think she needs to come back and let the different one more season just to shit on them. Especially Giselle. I wanted to see what Giselle would say that. She has a beautiful house, she got a husband, and now she got a sister to have her back. Because sister looks like she'll have her back. Anytime this is on the show.
Her sister does. Yeah, her sister do seem like she would really lay them out, but I don't know. I feel like she had. I would, like you said, I would be willing to give her another chance because maybe she needs what do you call it, like a second breath, just a second chance. Like she probably does need it so we can really see her. And like now she's in it and she knows what to expect. And maybe this will make her stronger for next season. However, I feel like she had her time here. I don't think a lot of them, when they act like that, they're not giving second chances. You don't get a second chance. Like this is your time to shine. This is your first impression and your last impression. I just don't know if she's deserving of a second chance. Like you had it all of this time. I think she might try at the reunion. Like maybe during the reunion, if she don't run away crying and avoiding questions and she tackles it and she's coming back at these chicks, maybe that could be her saving grace.
I think depending on how she goes at Giselle, Ashley, all of them at the reunion, Wendy, at the reunion, I would then know, okay, she's coming. She's tippy-toeing, not saying anything, looking at her, because now she also is in the confessional too. Because she was saying that Angela Yee that now she didn't realize they were saying these things until she started watching the show and how everybody she knows is very upset. Her family, they're all upset about it. So I think next season she needs to come with that energy. Like, oh, I knew you girls don't like me. I knew you all were bullying me before. I know what the y'all saying, but no, this is a new Angel. Look at my house. Plus, I got my.
I don't know. She's
Know,
acting so shocked, like this behind the scenes. Yeah, they did gather around to talk about her, to talk about the tea or whatever. But majority of the stuff that they were saying behind the scenes, they said to her face. Like they told her straight up, "We feel you got evicted," and they was making jokes in her face. Like Giselle straight up told her as they was in the house and she's showing them around, everything good, and she was like basically shouting it out, like she got evicted, like as if it was a fact.
Yeah,
and she said it in her face.
And
like, so a lot of stuff that they were saying, huh?
Because Angel's like, okay, no more talk about the eviction stuff and the catfish, and Giselle said catfish again.
That's what I'm saying. Like they are boldly saying it to her face. What more do you need? Yes, they talking about it behind the scenes in the confessionals and they meeting up to talk about it, but they said it to your face too, and you really didn't have a reaction. You have a reaction to the catfish thing until later on. You carrying all these grudges, and even though she's carrying grudges and she's mad and she's bringing it up, to me, it's not like she's checking them. She's being defensive about everything. So we don't need her back. I don't get either of what you were gonna say.
In that last thing, she did say, "Oh, my rich ass pays $14,000 a month for the rent." She did kind of tell them that part, but I don't think nobody was that impressed.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with her comebacks. Like, there's nothing that's sticking out. Like, to me, it's sticking out that she's getting bullied, that she's a victim. Like, and it is wrong, but it's like I need, like, she's not made out. She's like a Kim Fields. Like, you not cut out for this.
I didn't know I hear Angel, and I didn't Google her before the show started. But on the page, a lot of big pictures are filtered. There's a lot of catfish pictures there. Even her confessional look, she looks totally different when she's on the confessions than when she looks on camera. But she's kind of weak.
Yeah, she's weak. That's what I'm saying. Like, she had a chance. Do I think she could bring it the second time around? Maybe, but I feel like this is her time to shine. You don't get a lot of second chances when you come in and you a flop and you're not mingling with the ladies. You want to stay back and stay with the kids, even though you hosting a trip. Yeah, you're going to Aspen, but it looked like Giselle's gonna tell her straight to her face. How you gonna have somebody tell you see her face? I'm taking over your trip because you weak. You lame. I'm taking, like, for somebody to say that to you, and I don't know what type of reaction she's gonna have, but it's probably gonna be lame again. But that's somebody that needs to be checked on site, not later. On site, right then and there. And if she does, these are critical moments that she's letting get behind. She's letting it slide. Like, you can't come back a week later and carry a little grudge. Like, that's weak.
Another scene that I felt like Angel fell flat when they were going back and forth, when Monique had the binder event and they were going back and forth and talking about everybody what they want in their binder, and her and Ashley went at it together. And I forgot what Ashley said. She said, "Well, if you feel that way, why are you coming to my house from Colorado?" Kind of like disinvited Ashley.
Yeah.
So if she ain't going, I ain't going. I'm like, she don't need to go too. So then, what's her name? Ashley apologized, and all of a sudden, all right, you can come. I was stuck on, like, no, you're not coming. I feel this way. You know what? You don't need to come either. But I think it was kind of like, oh, I have to have Ashley come, because Ashley don't come. Just not.
Yeah, I would have probably.
Don't come then. And
I would have let her come too. Like, again, Angel does not have the star power of the Housewives to be hosting the trip without the key players, Giselle and Ashley. She knew, if you smart, you ain't doing. First of all, I'm sure the producers would have talked to her, or that could have been an edited scene where she probably stood on it, and the producers, when they cut that scene, they was like, "Listen here, get it right, get it together, but you ain't doing shit without Giselle and Ashley. So get it right." So I don't know. To me, I probably would have came again and been like, okay, I would accept her apology quick, because I would have knew that would have been a downward spiral from there. There's no way she would have been able to hold a cash trip without the key players.
Why do you think the cash trip wouldn't be as good? For what?
I just think, like, they the stars of the show, Ashley and Giselle. You're gonna have that would be such a whack trip. to not have Giselle and Ashley there, like kind of stirring the pot and being like, to me, like I said, Ashley, yeah, she is. I'm kind of am over her like everyone else is, but she does bring a little bit to the show. Like she does say with a lot of us, like she has no filter. She says a lot of like things that it does bring something to the show, whether you're reacting to it or whatever it is. But to have a cast trip as a newbie and you don't have Giselle and Ashley there, to me, who's gonna what's going to be made of the trip? Who's going to be there that's going to really bring it?
It's going to be boring as hell, probably.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like she knew. Like to me, I would know. Like, okay, I got to do something. Like accept the apology and let's move on. And you can come on the trip now. And then that means that Giselle's going to come and we, can kumbaya right now until things pop off again. But at that moment, there's no way. I don't think a cast trip would have happened. I think the producers would have talked to her.
So the two that do have each other's back, I plus Ashley and Giselle. They don't. I don't hear them talk about each other. They have each other's back. They jump in what's gonna happen. They're the ones that do have each other's back. Even Giselle.
That's the one thing I like about Giselle. I don't care what nobody says. Yeah. Giselle is that friend I would want to have. Giselle will, like Ashley said, Giselle was the one of the people who knew that she was messing around with Sharice's son, and she kept it. Yeah, she said Giselle knew. All along.
I know I would have met her too. Really?
Well, I don't know if they more friends. If they more friends than Sharice, I don't know. Like if they tighter, they open up businesses together. They constantly together. I probably would be mad too. Like maybe she should have talked to her. I don't know what type of influence Giselle did have, but I don't know if I was Sharice, would I really have a reason to be angry at?
Or Ashley, but
yeah,
Giselle is that friend that I had back. She had Robin's back all the time.
Yeah, didn't say nothing exactly. And even when people did try to pit them against each other, she still wasn't about it. Like she was about having her friends back. If anybody talked about her friend, she's letting you know what time it is. They always had each other's back, even when it came to like them talking about Robin's husband, like. Giselle just always like she's not revealing anything. She's not going to jump on a bandwagon against Robin. Like I just love like how she just seems that friend that's always going to have your back. And she's like that with Ashley too.
Karen, certain situations I could see her having Karen's back. Like even certain things. I was really surprised, like, oh, Ashley's my bestie. If she's not going, I'm not going. I'm like, really? So she is that friend that if somebody was doing that to what they doing to Angel, she would have been like, If she was really like good friends with Angel, this what's happening would not have happened. She would have had Angel's back.
Yeah, she speaks up. That's what I like about Giselle. She's going to have your back. She's going to keep your secret. She's not jumping on nobody's bandwagon. She's not going to go against you no matter what. Like, but she's going to be that voice that's going to have your back. I would appreciate a friend like that. I like Giselle.
That's why I was like, oh, okay. And again, she seems like the kind of friend she'll check you behind closed doors. Because I know there's plenty of times where I checked Robin.
I'm sure she gave her advice that, like most women, you're gonna have your husband, your man's back. You don't care. I believe that Juan did not want to be on the show like that. He didn't want to reveal anything. I don't think Robin cared to hide a lot of that stuff. I think it was Juan who did not want to showcase nothing about their business on the show. And I just feel like Robin kind of had his back with that. She's not going to go onto the camera going against him. She's going to be the united front with him. She's going to be on his side. And I'm sure there was nothing Giselle could do about it. Like once you have your man's back and you going with him and you taking all of his advice, there's nothing Giselle could say in that instance, but just shut up and just let your friend do what she feels is best when it comes to her man. I would let it be.
Yeah, I would let it be too. So basically that's all that happened so far this season. I'm looking forward to see what else is gonna happen, but this season's been good. It's better than last season, even though Karen was not here. I think this season
But Karen looked like she's coming back for the reunion. Did you see how they squeezed? I think it was. I don't see why Stacey is at the head of the couch, and then Wendy. I guess Wendy got a lot to answer to.
I thought it was Karen and Wendy sitting next to Andy, and then it's like Karen. I thought Karen and Wendy got first chairs.
No, it looks like Stacey gonna have the chair on what is that? Andy's on on his right side. Like if he's, it looked like Stacey's on his right side, then Wendy's on his left, and then it looks like Karen's gonna probably come in during like the middle of the show or something, and then they eased out Wendy, and then Karen sat in that seat. So it looks like Wendy's gonna be moved, and then Karen's gonna take the head of the couch.
Stacey should have head seat. I mean, this woman was going to toe to toe with anybody. I think she should.
I don't know. I feel like they just piggybacking off her. Like, you know, everybody likes her now. Like, I don't see what she didn't have an explosive. Like, yeah, she was coming at people, but I don't see. I don't know. I don't see why she would. I don't know. I don't think it should. I don't know who else would I put. I would probably put.
Definitely.
Well, I don't know if Angel is deserving of that seat, but she was the whole talk of the season.
I mean, Stacey too. And then it kind of like dwindled away because Stacey was going toe to toe with them. And then it started off with Angel. Because for weeks it was Stacey. So now that Stacey's going back at them, they kind of backed off a little bit.
Wait, we didn't talk about Tia.
Oh, I like Tia. You know,
I like her, but to me, I feel like she might be jumping on the bandwagon a little bit with the bullying. That's what I don't like. Like, don't like everybody can't be on Giselle's bandwagon. Like, come on, somebody beside Kiana who's still being a little bit on the fence and submissive. I don't know. Tia's like, I don't know. She's just, I feel like she's going against Angel too much. But it looks like they're gonna be back. They back to being like okay because
they are.
When they talk to Angel now in interviews, it seemed like she's okay with Tia now. Seemed like they, you know, good.
Angel or Stacey?
Angel and Tia seem to be good.
They had beef. I remember they had beef. It was Stacey and Angel that had beef. I don't remember Tia.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm getting them mixed up.
Yeah. So, because the whole thing was she lied about Timo coming to the dinner with her and what's her name? With Wendy.
Okay, yeah, that's what I mean. That's the part. Okay, yeah, I'm getting them mixed up. I'm getting these people mixed up.
This season is a whole bunch of women. I don't know if it's me, but the cast is huge. But with Tia, I like Tia. I like seeing the dynamic of family. She's very witty and funny. I think she's generally nice. I think with Stacey, she may be jumping the bandwagon, but Stacey had lied to her. She's caught Stacey and lied, so maybe that could be it. Again, we don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes, but she mentioned Stacey lied to her, which Stacey kind of did about the TV.
Yeah, she did. She did lie. I didn't get that part. Like she did lie, but then I think it carried.
She did lie. Stacey did lie.
She did lie, and then she expected Tia like not to mention it. I thought that was strange of Stacey, but then I think it was another beef when they got to. It was something else that Tia kind of did with Stacey to kind of like, I can't remember it now. It was something else that I wasn't feeling that Tia did. Oh, I guess. Wait, what? No,
she said
Stacey did check Tia.
She's like, oh, they didn't know Chris Samuels. Monique's ex-husband. Tia said Stacey.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
But they played the scene back where Stacey did say she knew him, but she didn't know him that well. That was the thing too. They played the scene back. So Tia kind of lied on that part.
That's what I'm saying. Tia just seemed like she's trying to jump on the bandwagon because I don't like they don't have enough proof about Stacey messing with Samuels. What's his name? His name is Samuels, right? His last name?
His last name stands. First name is Chris.
Yeah, Chris Samuels. Yeah, they don't have enough proof. And it seemed like Tia is jumping on that bandwagon and trying to have an aha moment when she didn't have an aha moment with Stacey. Like Stacey said she didn't know him. They showed a few pictures and then like you said, they panned back to some of the scenes and it wasn't substantiated what Tia was saying.
I was Tia's side because if everyone's saying Stacey's a lie. She started off, I'm gonna give Stacey the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna be her friend, try to be her friend, and see. You go in, you wake up early, you go to swim meet, you meet her husband, you tell a lie. Then when she tells Wendy about it, Stacey on the phone is still denying what she said. I would feel type of way like, well, then what people are saying about you is true. I understand why Tia may feel type of way about because you basically lied. You told me this about this man about not coming in. We find out he is in town, but then you try to make it seem to Wendy that you didn't tell me that. So I think that's what it is. So to me, it's gonna make me think, oh, you lied. You're lying. Like everyone's been saying you're lying. You just proved to me you are a liar.
Yeah, I do think that she finally confessed. Like she did admit to lying though. Like she admitted that she lied. And then again, Tears like trying to grasp at like straws with the whole situation with the what did you I forgot about the scene that quick. When you said that she what was the other thing that I said that Tia did?
She said he was out of town when they were gonna meet up for dinner.
Not the dinner. What was the other thing with Chris Samuels.
Okay.
When she's like bringing, like, to me it was kind of like, now okay, I thought we was kind of trying to get on some good, like, footing here, and then now you coming at me again because you see the other ladies are coming at me when it comes to Chris Samuels, and Monique is here too, and you trying to kind of say I'm lying about this too. Like, I get it. Yeah, Stacey is a liar, but but stay out of this. This is not your husband. Stay out of it, Tia.
Why you couldn't invest in this? Has nothing to do with you. I don't understand either. Why did you care? I don't even care what you say this. She's not even friends with Monique.
I know.
Monique
I guess if somebody did go back, I would kind of be concerned if somebody is going back to my ex. I know what's the name didn't have a problem with it, but to me, that's like you not being a girl's girl. Like, I need to know, like, if there's a rat in the group.
Yeah, but there's no proof of Stacey. I don't think it was Stacey. I think they made up they conjured that whole story. I don't think it was Cookie. I don't think Stacey went back and told anything. I think one of them probably went back and made up a whole story. Maybe Kiana, maybe Giselle. I don't believe Stacey did it.
I don't think she did it either, but I think somebody, like, I don't know if it was her. They say that it could have been Angel's husband, since they're friends. Like, Angel went back and told her husband, and they ex-football players. They say it could have been, that's what the word on the street is, it could have been him. So I don't know if it was Stacey either, but there's no proof of it. So it's like, for Tia to have like an aha moment with me, I don't know. I feel like she is kind of trying to jump on a Giselle bandwagon. So that's the only thing, like, I don't like about Tia. Like, I need to see a little bit more, but I do like her wittiness. I do like, she is funny to me. I do like that side of her, but she's on shaky ground right now with me.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want her to come back next season.
You would or wouldn't?
I would.
Yeah.
And the way she talks to her kids, and I kind of like it. Like, she knows the kids are pretty much rude, or talk back or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, trying to parent her and her husband and things like that. So I actually like, her. I guess she doesn't. I don't know if she has a storyline or not, but I like her. I think she's a good addition to the show.
Yeah, I think so too.
When Karen comes in next season, how things gonna fall out. How they all gonna mesh well together. But I think right now, Kiana should leave, Angel should leave. Jackie, I think they should keep her because she's young and vibrant. But those two needs to go.
And maybe without Angel, maybe without Kiana, maybe Angel would, like, blossom. I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe it is Kiana that's holding her back. I don't know. It's something that is she might not, because I feel like she was trying to get to know the ladies before when it first started. And then Kiana kind of let her know, like, no, you're not being a friend to me. So I just feel like she might be trying to overcompensate now. So I don't know. I feel like maybe Kiana, I would be willing to give Angel a second chance, but I don't know if she deserves, she don't have enough personality to deserve a second chance from me. There's nothing she's bringing.
To bring her back, you have to bring Kiana back, because she's really not going to be able to figure out where to put herself in. And this is on the show. Tia. I don't know about
they would have to bring in some new blood, because this ain't it.
And I think Kiana, you never know, behind the scenes could have probably tried to mess with Angel in fear of they're going to like Angel more than me. And Angel's coming from my spot. So I do agree, maybe she was telling Angel things behind the scenes. Don't get too close to these girls. They don't like, I don't know, but maybe her not having Kiana there, we might be able to see another side of Angel. But I think Kiana was also maybe concerned that they, like, oh, if her and Giselle gets close, they're gonna be close, and maybe they'll like her more than they like me, which they probably would.
Yeah.
They probably would like her more. So I think Angel having beef is probably good for Kiana. Like, okay, good, they don't like her either.
Yeah.
They like her way more than they like me. Because then after a while, they're gonna figure out who to kick off the show. They will kick off Kiana if Angel's doing very well. At this point, they might keep Kiana and let Angel go.
I think so too. I think definitely they're gonna probably let Angel. I think they're gonna let Angel. I can't see Angel. I don't see why she would stay. I don't think she's gonna stay. And I don't know about Jazzy. I don't think Jazzy might have a great personality, but they're not showing enough of her. Like I feel like when they don't give somebody enough airtime like that, like what they're doing to her, like I'm sure she played a pivotal role throughout the season. But for whatever reason, they edited her out. And we're not getting to really see her personality, her home life, her married life. We're not seeing nothing from her. And to me, that's an indication that she may not be asked back.
I agree. So that's all we have for this season. So far. So looking forward to see the rest of the season. But so far it's good. I don't know if they're gonna have any taking of Wendy being arrested. I don't know if they got that on camera.
No, I don't think they're gonna have that, but it's gonna be interesting to see. She's probably not gonna be able to talk about anything during the reunion, but it's gonna be interesting to see what what little she does have to say about it, because it looks like now they like already like went through her financial records. That was exposed. It's not looking good for her at all. So I'm just wondering how she's gonna save face. And who's going to really say something? Is anyone going to speak up and say like something seems a little fishy about this, or are they all going to, just have her back?
I think they were gonna have her back because I don't think anybody really. I mean, she got the backlash when she made that joke during her so-called performance. I don't think they're gonna say anything negative. I think they're all gonna just stay quiet and just be like, "Oh, we're very shocked," and we're. I don't think anyone's gonna come at her or even say they believe the allegations. I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyone's gonna do that.
If I was, I mean, they all. I mean, I guess it is good. Maybe I probably wouldn't say nothing about it, but if I was Angel, I would have had a lot to say. But Angel is being like, classy about it. She's giving a nice, classy response and saying like she wouldn't want that for anyone. But she says she has a little digs here and there.
I mean, you don't know what other people are doing too. So don't come at you. Never know what these housewives and house husbands.
Exactly.
You come at somebody you probably doing scamming things and shady stuff. So you say, oh well, people say they pray for whatever. You do that. You keep your mouth shut.
I know, and that's why if I were Angel, I would really be coming at like, really, none of y'all have nothing to say after y'all telling me I'm evicted. I'm trying to get a house for 10,000. Like that's when I would be coming at the ladies with guns blazing. Like, really, none of y'all have nothing to say. Why? Because that's your friend. But let's be real about it. Like, come on, y'all had a lot to say about me, but y'all have nothing to say about this when she's actually in court. They giving fake names. They reporting stuff she got. I'm sure they all saw her we all seeing her with the ring on. People pulling up old photos with the rings and jewelry that she got on that she reported stolen. I'm sure, being that they pulling up photos of it, I'm sure a lot of the ladies already saw it in person after she reported it stolen.
I think the one person, if they were still in the cast, that probably would have said certain things like that would be Robin.
Yeah.
Said certain things like, well, because I saw the discussion her and Giselle had. She had really good points to make about the Wendy situation. So I think if she was maybe in the reunion, she'd be like, well, I do feel like what I read, it does seem suspicious. I think maybe because Robin had something with Wendy, and I think if Giselle was still not so-called friends with Wendy, she probably would have been honest about her opinion because she was on this Andy calling her home to her accountable. Like, well, you said this on your show, Robin. Because she did kind of say certain things like, oh my God, I can't shop. I'm shocked. Whatever 26 items she reported. So I don't know. Maybe Giselle might say something as far as this does a bit for Wendy. I don't know what they're going to say. But again, Wendy's not going to say anything. So we're not going to get no more information. We're not going to see from.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I can't talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she really can't. So it's not an escape. She really can't. I'm just wondering if Wendy's were going to film next season. She needs the money. But is she going to put this out to the world about her court case and everything else?
Yeah. This is going to be interesting. But I definitely think she's going to be back next season. I doubt it. She's not going to turn that down. Especially she hard up for money.
And she's probably gonna do a contract where they're gonna offer more money. That's behind the story now on any of the housewives.
Mm-hmm.
But they're probably gonna offer a good amount of money to film this. But do you really want people to see this?
That's what I'm saying. She's gonna be caught in between a rock and a hard place because it's like, what can you really showcase? And you don't want to incriminate yourself because it doesn't look like it's going good for her. So I guess she does have to tread lightly, but then that could mean jeopardizing her position on the show. But I'm sure I think Bravo's willing to take anything she's willing to give, even if it's just like, oh, I'm scared. Oh, our trial date is tomorrow. And her just saying little things, I think like that'll be eaten up by like us and the viewers and Bravo. Like they'll be able to expand on that on their own. Huh?
And even in the professionals being honest about
Yeah.
how they feel. So what do you think of Wendy and her mom, that scene with them and her dad and the way the mother was like, shut the F up? And
the mother was being like, I don't know if she was doing that for the cameras. The mother was just being too extra. Like she was just over the top.
I agree. First of all, that wig and her bleach, I think she bleached her skin, but that wig had blood. But
yeah,
I think she was doing it for the camera, and I also think she was really trying to put. I think her and her sister are probably jealous of Wendy because Wendy's on the show, and Wendy's is a different Wendy. She's feeling herself right now. She thinks she's that chick.
yeah.
See, Wendy in Potomac, I have to be honest, I don't think she fits Potomac. I think she could be Atlanta Housewife. And the reason why I'm saying that is the style, the way she dresses and stuff like that. Those outfits, I mean, this is not Potomac. Like, none of them is fly. Like, I mean, Kiana sometimes. But I feel like Wendy's attire does not match that group. I can see her matching in Potomac. I'm talking about as far as her style of dressing.
But that's now. Like she's just ever since she had the surgery. Yeah, ever since she had the surgery, she just became like more confident, I guess.
Confident, her style of dressing, she's exposing more. So in her head, she think I'm that chick. You can see her demeanor when she walks in. Oh, I'm better than them. I look better than them.
Yeah.
So I think to humble herself too, she needs to be someone put in. I think Wendy thinks in her head, oh, I look better than all of them. I dress better than all of them. I have to have fashion because she's been killing every scene. Every scene she's like, damn, even certain things, I'm like, why she wearing that to that event? Like, something she wore did not even match the event. It was like OD. So I'm like, really doing up for the camera. So when I see her, I can see her for Potomac because then all of them is to me simple dresses. No one's coming out. I mean, I'm trying to do that. But Wendy's style of dressing and the fashion and everything else, I think that part she would be a better match in somewhere like Atlanta Housewives.
Yeah, I can see that.
In the clothes, and I'm an attorney. I think she would be more. She's into the dancing. I think she would have more fun in it being an Atlanta housewife than Potomac. Because their fun is a different type of fun. Like their fun in Potomac is an older crowd fun. But I don't know. Like if I wanted to be an housewife, I'd be Atlanta. They turn up, they drinking, they twerking.
Yeah.
They're not. Giselle comes in with it, but there's not much of that.
Yeah.
I don't know, like their type of fun is like not the turn up type of fun.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see Wendy sometimes wanting that, and I think sometimes Giselle wants it too. But I think Wendy would be better off in Atlanta Housewives, and they would.
Yeah, I can see that. But getting back to her mom and I feel like what was the big deal about like her wanting to be? I mean, I get the mother being upset, like being disappointed, because I think that's what mothers. They do have like, you feel how you feel. I get it. Cause I was in that I've been in situations where my mother felt the ways, but never like that. Like that was just way over the top. And even a sister, like really, you don't have a backbone. You can't say nothing. Like I don't, but I believe she was doing it for the camera, but I believe her mother, that's what I was going to say. Her mother does seem like one of those parents that Wendy tries to seek her approval, like since a birth or whatever. Like she's got all these 4 degrees, not because Wendy wanted it, but because her mom wanted it. And she put these like stipulations on her kids, like whether it's outspoken or whether it's just wanting to make your mom happy, wanting to appeal to your mom in any kind of way. So I feel like this is the first time that Wendy did something that her mom didn't approve of, because she probably always seeked her approval. And this is the one time she don't give a damn about if you approve or not. And her mother is not used to that at all.
And her sister's scared of the mother following up. So with that situation, if I was in Wendy's situation, in the mother situation, yeah, the deadbeat daddy wasn't around. If you're not in a relationship with him, that's fine, and try to get to know your dad, it's fine. But this is where I, as a mom, would get upset. Don't make it seem like he's a great dad. Like, don't make it seem. I don't think Wendy was doing that. I wouldn't want my kids to act like their dad is such a great dad and all this stuff, and not remember that this man has never been around. I had to work and get you whatever you needed. I think that's what the mother may have felt, but it didn't seem like Wendy was doing that. I don't think she was downplaying anything that her mom did. It was kind of like, I want to know who my dad is. I want to get to know him, regardless of what he's done in the past. And if I went to her mother, I'd be like, you know what, honey, go ahead, introduce the kids to all that other stuff. I would have done that. But her mother was like over the top, like Wendy did something detrimental, like it was something so major. And I'm like, Wendy, again, I was like, you kind of like stupid, because they said she went to Africa with her kids to see her dad. He never showed up. Like, all this money is expensive to go to Africa. Time and everything. Brought my kids. Probably my kids were excited to see their grandfather for the first time, and you didn't show up. That would be the end of it. I wouldn't even talk to them after that. So I don't understand how that happened, and she still was trying to talk to dad and wanted to see him.
Yeah, that is. I don't know if I would be that upset about how the mother was, but I would speak my piece and tell her, but I'm not going to be corner cursing at her, leaving out the house. But I get why her mom, because like you said, if the father did reject her right in her face when you went across the world and you still willing to go out of your way for this man, Wendy's a grown woman. Like, to me, it's like, if that's what she want to do for her dad, like, she got to find out for herself, like, when is enough enough. But as her mother, like, you just got to stay in your lane and just watch, even no matter how disappointed, how mad you are. But it just seemed like her mother's always been like that. That's just her mother's. It seemed like that's her mother's like personality. She's the one that called Nika or whatever and told her, you on this show, I'm gonna put a curse on you or whatever. And I believe Nika when she said that about.
I believe it too. I think her mom either took it the wrong way or she definitely handled it the wrong way. If that was not a club, if he ends up hurting you or break your heart again, don't come to me, because you already know what type of man you're.
Exactly. That's all you gotta say. Like, don't come to me crying. Yeah.
Don't tell me either. So I would have left it at that. But for the carry, I'm gonna put my place on you carry on like that. Fuck in your life, boo boo. No more money. I would put you in bad situation. And that's something I want to know. What if the mother acted like that? What was the reaction when you found out about Wendy? Or did she know?
About Monique?
No, about Wendy. When Wendy got, accused of scam fraud with the whatever.
I'm sure, like, I don't know, because I don't think you would tell your mother that. Like, I'm sure her mother wasn't a part of that scheme.
I don't think it was a part, but I would love to have known her mother's reaction. Like, I wanted that.
Oh, yes.
Well, what the hell are you doing? You ruin our name, because they're very big in their culture by their name and status and everything else, and pride about what they have. So now in her tribe or wherever she's in Africa, everybody know your child is doing scams and doing all this stuff. And she's also on TV. And back in those countries, they're thinking when you're a millionaire, and here you are embarrassed because your child is doing this. And that's the price they're like,
I think Eddie's family is on some. I told you, like, his family. I believe that Wendy spearheaded this whole scheme. I believe she was that. I don't think it was Eddie. You think it was? Who you think it was?
Wow, I didn't think about it. Could have been Wendy.
I think it was Wendy, because she turned. Huh?
I didn't think about who it was, but I didn't think it was Wendy. I think it was something they talked about.
No, I don't think so. I think she's trying to keep up with the Joneses. I think that's all her. And I don't know if it's him trying to. It's kind of like how Teresa and Joey, her ex-husband, how they got like put into a situation. To me, it was Joey who did do the scheme to get them arrested, but he had the stress as a man. I feel like when your woman is doing all of this, like, she's on the show, she wants all of the high fashion bags, the high fashion clothes, like, she's trying to keep up with the Joneses. And as the man, it's almost like you feel under stress. So you're willing to do whatever and go down with whatever. You'll sign the papers, you'll forge documents, you'll do the things to keep things afloat as a man. So I just feel that Eddie was under pressure, whether she spearheaded it or not. I feel like it was all like she's the cause of it. Like I feel like he was influenced by her, and I'm sure that's what her family, not her family, his family, has been saying about her. That's why they don't mess with him and her now.
Yeah, there might be, because the thing is with, well, then again, Eddie went and opened up that business, so we don't know. I mean, I think he is a co-ownership, but we don't know if you run that business how it's going. I think it's a flop. For me, I don't think they're making no money.
It could be a flop, but now that I think about it, it could be like one of those businesses like how they all have, where you just the face of it and they just want you on it because you're on the show, but it could be real owners behind the scenes.
Correct. So they're not having any money coming in. Wendy, again, with her high, I mean, I'm assuming high fashion that you got to show on TV. She just does too much, I think.
And that's what I'm saying. I believe that it's her, like whether it's her influencing him as a man feeling under pressure. Like I feel that she's the reason why this is all happening. I'm sure he felt under pressure. He probably maybe came up with a plan. Even if he did come up with a plan, would he have done this had he been with someone else that was, not as, I need all these fashions, huh?
Yeah, because Eddie looks very simple. He doesn't seem like he's into all the fashion, but Wendy's fashions went through the roof. I mean, let's look back at Wendy before and after and everything else. Even from last compared to this, she's slaying every scene. Confessional.
And she's around these other women and she has to keep up with it. Like she's slaying these scenes. She's slaying and she's doing what she needs to do, but now she gotta keep up with it. It's hard.
That's the thing. I feel like with Potomac, there's no reason to keep up. If she was in Atlanta, Beverly Hills, I would say yes. But look at the people you're talking. Look at Giselle. Look how she dresses.
I don't know, but once you start like feeling yourself the way Wendy is, like even if you're around like lames, like you on TV, you feeling yourself now. Like, yeah, I'm coming, I'm bringing it. Everybody probably commenting like, girl, you look good, you doing it, we loving you, whatever. So it's like now her ego is inflated, like her confidence. She got, huh?
You're right. She's very more confident.
Yeah, so she's way more confident. So now she has to keep that high going. She has to keep ahead of it. And I'm sure like to keep ahead of it, you have to kind of like, you can't take a step back. You can't start going to Marshalls. You can't start shopping at, TJ Maxx. You got to keep shopping at these high-end stores. You got to have the grand old house when the cameras come in. You got to showcase the new kitchen, the new bathroom, the extravaganza of it all.
Hair, makeup, stylist, clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even when she's posting stuff on Instagram that got nothing to do with Potomac, you got all in posts, you can't repeat the outfits. So every scene, every confessional, every trip, we need new outfits.
Yeah, you got to get the new Birkin. All of these things cost.
Well, some of them I can rent or use fake stuff. So I don't know. She should have rented her outfits. I don't know, but
she ain't doing that. She ain't gonna be caught and no fake caught out there. No, she got to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah, but at least renting. Whatever she's doing is her damn fault. I agree. But Eddie's an idiot too, because I would have honey. But I think again, them hearing all these other housewives saying they did it, they figured, I'll do it too, but let's not forget you're black.
Exactly. And not only that, they did a whole news conference. Did they do that for Teresa? Did they do a news conference for what's the name from Beverly Hills? Like they did a whole, huh?
Dorit never got. I mean, you said she lied, but allegedly. But Dorit never got caught.
Oh yeah, nobody ever got caught. That's true. But even with Teresa, they didn't do no news conference. Jen Shaw, they didn't do no news conference for her and her husband. Like they did a whole news conference as if she was on a run or as if she did kill somebody. Like how you do a whole news conference for a housewife for fraud, for something like that?
Yeah, I don't know if they did because supposedly the cop who was talking and saying, because it's a small town and a lot of people's been calling and coming over to get information because these are celebrities. So this is why we want to do this conference to shut everything down. Lies. They're black.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna showcase that black robbery, you black thieves.
If you haven't heard about it, I want you to hear.
Exactly.
It ruins her reputation. It ruins any job opportunities or everyone's to be on other shows. It's just a mess. And the sad thing about it, regardless if they're found innocent, it still ruins them. It's sad. Even if they're found innocent, this still could potentially affect their future.
Absolutely. Because everybody's still going to have their thoughts. They're still going to have their judgments.
Damn, companies don't give a thing sometimes. Just the fact that an attorney. I don't want to go to an attorney who I think did some scam.
Yeah.
She used to work for CNN. She quit. She no longer works at the school. Supposedly she quit her job. What other? They don't have many businesses. They have jobs.
And your name is Eddie, and you had an alias, Eddie Hennessy? Really?
Child. See, that's the thing. They don't have a business where it could be like, all right, maybe my fans will still support me, or maybe the business may slow down, but I still making money. They have jobs. Wendy doesn't have a business from what I heard. She tried to do the candle, that flop. She tried to do Martha's food she wanted to be. That was a flop. I didn't hear nothing about Wendy having her own business. Anything she has is a job. Just like she has a job. She's hired by someone else to work for. So now, with this situation, who's going to hire you? Who's going to want to take it? I mean, she may find people to hire, but certain opportunities are going to be some CNN. You think they're going to have her CNN now?
Yeah.
Commentating on certain things, and I don't see Wendy with anything at this point.
Yeah, she's going to be blackballed.
She should. Sorry,
yeah.
Me too. So now they're going to be broker than broke.
Yeah, they're going to have to be back to being regular people, regular jobs.
And if that's the case, she may not want to be in Housewives because everybody's going to see the downgrade.
Yeah.
She's going to be embarrassed, or she's going to stay there because that might be the
Or she's going to have to pivot. She's going to have to do something. She's going to have to pivot. If she's smart, I would have to do something. Like you say, have a business, do whatever. I would have to do something to make money. And to be able to keep up with the Joneses, I'm going to have to, because she's going to have to like prove herself. Even she going to have to do something. If you're going to be on the show still, she's still going to have to keep up with the Birkin bags. She's going to have to still keep up with the same extravagant outfits. She's going to have to do something.
Or
and
Erica did. I think Erica handled it well. She downgraded and wasn't ashamed and told people she had to give her stuff away. She humbled herself. It humbled.
Yeah, I don't see Wendy doing. Is Wendy really going to do that? I doubt it.
Well, you see, this is how life works. Our mother was trying to allegedly put a curse on that. Look what happened to your child.
Exactly. Yes, that's a great point.
Or whatever he did, reverted it with me. Because that's pregnant out living a good life and look at you doing. You see, evil people do evil things. That goes there.
Yep.
You coming at this girl, you go all this coming to look at your daughter now.
Yep. It backfired.
No. Back. See, you never know what you're doing. So
yeah.
But this season so far, I actually like it. I do look forward to watching episodes. I haven't fast forwarded to anybody's seen. So I'm looking forward to see how it actually ends. And we'll tune in and see what happens, and we'll be back to discuss.
Yes, leave your comments down below. Tell us what your thoughts are.
We're definitely going to be more consistent. Thank you for watching us. Continue to like, subscribe, and comment, and share our posts, our videos with your friends.
Yes. Toodles.